What is going on? What is going on, YouTube? I am back. It's your boy Julien Stoutt, licensed personal trainer, licensed PE teacher, world record powerlifter, here to take the fear out of fitness. We're about to take off, and class is in session. Well, oh man, what a week, right? So check this out. Let's start with why have I been gone for so long? Well, I was gone because I made a boo-boo. And the Olympic gods that are Google, Alphabet, and YouTube, they did not like the post that I made. I'm not going to play it for you because I don't want to get flagged again. But it was a video where I showed a video where this person was playing with an animal. And then he proceeded to play with said animal. And then somebody did something mean with that animal to that person. And as y'all have seen, where I do these splices and manipulation of video where somebody does something, they get hurt, they run into a wall or they flip wrong and they land wrong and stuff like that. And then you hear me play Temptation Sensation in the background with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia's credits running in the background. Kind of similar to the whole Curb Your Enthusiasm thing that happened before. And I was doing that. And as I was doing that, like I said, I would just simply do that and put that in there. And I figured it was funny. It's up on Instagram if you want to go look at it. If you go to my Instagram channel, you'll see it. And Instagram didn't flag it. Nobody's flagged it on Instagram or on Facebook. It's still up. But YouTube apparently found it offensive, so I'm just going to leave it alone in that regard. So they flagged me. They turned around and put me in timeout for a week, and that's part of the reason why. My actual to put you up on current events as well, but my actual prison sentence ended on May the 3rd, right? But on May 3rd, I was celebrating my 15th wedding anniversary and also my 15th year graduating from college. So I decided to go on a staycation, spend time with my wife, chill out with her, enjoy time with her, instead of being on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook to come to you live. However, let's get to the other side of the current events. The other side of the current events is, if you've been living under a rock, you missed a serious rap battle. Now, a lot of people may disagree with me. I have friends that rap. They might disagree. But when I wasn't really up on it either because I am older. I'm not relishing in hip hop beefs anymore. I'm too old for that for the most part. But when you get caught up on the scenarios that have been happening, you tend to realize that, yeah, this was crazy. All right. And Stephen A. Smith had something to say about it. He wanted them to stop because, I'm not going to lie to you, over the weekend, it got dark. It got real dark. It made me want to wrap in a blanket when you started getting into the depths of what they were talking about. Drake and Kendrick were going at each other, making very, very salacious claims about each other. But that's not even where I really personally want to go with it. Because I want to go in the direction of be careful what you wish for. Because in one of the songs, Drake went after several artists that he has beef with. But then he made the mistake. And I think this was the biggest mistake. He went after the producer, Metro Boomin. Now, normally, when you diss a producer, the only thing a producer could do is make a beat that goes after, that makes a beat, then has a rapper go after that rapper on said beat. You know, especially with one of your nemesis rappers, you make a beat for that nemesis rapper and he goes off on it. But Metro Boomin, and to y'all millennials and Gen Zers out there, I want to make a clear and pronounced statement about you. I'm Gen X. We are the ones that you don't want to step to us. We ain't scared of y'all. We ain't scared of nothing, right? However, what I will say is y'all are the most psychologically diabolical generations I have ever seen in my life. Holy smokes, the psychological games y'all will play on somebody to try to drive them mad. Because Metro Boomin decided, not only because Drake told him to shut his hoe behind up and get on the drums, which is gonna make some beats. So he kind of like brushed them off to the side. I think Metro Boomin is the one who won this whole entire rap beef thing because he dropped a beat called BBL Drizzy. If you've been living under a rock, you haven't heard it yet. My suggestion is go on YouTube after watching this video and look it up. But I will tell you, I'm not gonna play it here because it's literally been it's playing everywhere on the internet. It is playing everywhere inside of buildings. If you're around people from Generation X on down, you know this song by now. Even if you don't listen to rap, you know this song. I'm a teacher, and y'all know I'm a teacher. And the middle schoolers are playing this song. The middle schoolers have made that song their ringtone. Shoot, I made it my ringtone. I made a meme on it. If you want to see it, go on Instagram and check it out. It's pretty funny. I'm not relishing in this whole beef in general. I'm relishing in the fact that you started dragging other people into it when it wasn't necessary. Kendrick was the one coming at you. He was the only one coming at you. At least on wax. Address him. Do what you do. Say what you say. You know, like I said, both of y'all were cringe. And when I say cringe, it was, I was listening going, oh my God. I was listening to these songs like I was watching a thriller movie. And as a result, I was just like, if I had popcorn, I'd have sat down and listened to these songs, eating popcorn, wondering what shoe's gonna drop next, like as if I'm watching a Netflix series or something. But at 7:18 in the morning on Monday, my friend BK, shout out to him, he calls me and goes, "Have you heard this beat from Metro Boomin?" And I was like, no. I mean, what are you talking about? The one he did with Future and Kendrick? He was like, no. This is a whole new beat, and it's dissing Drake. It's dissing Drake. But the crazy part is there's no words. It's a sample, but there's no words. Like, there's no rapper rapping on it. It's just a beat. And the beat goes hard. And I was like, okay, how good could it be? And I know Metro Boomin is not corny. I know Metro Boomin's beats are dope. We ain't even going to play like that. But I'll listen to instrumental from Metro Boomin before I listen to some of the rappers that rap on it. Just being honest with you. But when I went inside the building, I had students asking me, did you hear it? And I said, no. I told them I'll listen to it later. And when I did, Lord have mercy. You have done Metro Boomin what nobody has ever done in the history of rap music. And that is diss a rapper with an instrumental. And what they're calling it now is a distrumental. It is so diabolical that how do you answer to that? how can you rebut, pun intended, a beat? How can you how can you rebuttal a beat? How do you come back? How do you clap back on a beat? You can't. You can't even talk about it. And it's so catchy and it's such an earworm. You will be caught singing it or humming it in the elevator on your way up to your apartment. You'll be caught singing it and humming it in your car. You'll be caught singing and humming it on your way from lunch. It's just an earworm. It's an earworm. And it's catchy. And like I said, imagine a whole school of middle schoolers just singing this song. It's all over TikTok. It's all over YouTube. It's all over X. It's all over Facebook. It is everywhere. It is truly viral. And then the worst part is Metro said, "Go handle my light work." To the person who makes the best song on this beat, I'm going to give you a free beat. I don't know about you, but last I checked, Metro Boomin can charge anywhere from $250,000 to upwards of $1 million for a beat. That's a lot of money. And that's a huge price tag to put on somebody to go after your rival verbally, mind you, in a song that already disses you instrumentally. So that's a whole nother story. But shout out to Gen Z and the millennials, because y'all are diabolical. Y'all are really diabolical. I really have to give you my respects on this whole rap beef thing, because I mean, we went hard when we were kids, when we were younger. We went hard on this stuff, pause. But y'all are Hannibal Lecter with this. That's psychological warfare at the highest order. So, enough about the beef, enough about the Drakes, enough about the Kendricks, the Metros, the Rihannas, the ASAP Rockies, the Weekends, the Rick Rosses, if I didn't say that already. It oof. Oof. Y'all. But what I actually wanted to talk to you about was legitimately DK Metcalf was recently at a camp. It was actually his camp. And DK Metcalf was being hazed and ridiculed at his own camp. Let's see. I'm trying to find this thing real quick. Let's see if I find the video straight out. No, I don't want people talking about it. Excuse me. Let's see. All right. I guess I'm going to have to see if Unc and Chad will do it.
All right, guys, check
so
this
I'm not
out.
going to...
I was driving home from work a few months ago when I noticed one of my tires was dangerous.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without...
Hey, let's go. What you say? Why you say that? It's film. What?
So I'm going to quickly show you the screen so that way you can see this kid. He's talking to Jalen Ramsey and said, Jalen Ramsey is your dad. And he asked him, why would you say that? So I'm not going to play any further because I don't want to get struck. So I'm just going to keep playing the sound.
And who are you?
So Jalen, excuse me, DK Metcalf asked him, so who are you?
Who are you?
Kids start roasting him.
Sebastian Ramirez. Yeah.
You play football?
Thank you. No problem. Let's go. You can't do a backflip. Do a backflip.
I like that. I like that. I mean, to you, you might not appreciate that, but obviously where I'm from, the kids that I have to deal with in the inner city, I like the engagement. We had the same issue with Cam Newton earlier at his camp with the disrespect. Obviously, I love, for me personally, I'm not speaking for anyone else. You might not like it. I like when you have players like that, because someone like that, if you do that, I want to see your film.
So I understand what Chad is saying, and I'm gonna go a different route with it because I coach people in a sport in which I've excelled, right? And the problem that I have with that is, if you gonna talk, you better back it up. You better back it up with everything you have. You better be as dope as you think you are if you're going to talk crazy to me. So let me put it like this. DK Metcalf is a premier wide receiver in the NFL. He's not a scrub. He's not some dude that's riding the pine. He's not even a number 2 receiver on his team. He's a number 1 receiver on his team. All right? If he was some 5th stringer, all right, maybe then, but guess what? Even the 5th stringer is being disrespected because you know what? You're a high schooler. This might be the pinnacle of your success. You might not ever even reach the echelon of which that I have achieved as a football player. Speaking to the 5th round draft pick or the 5th string on the football team. He's one of 53 on the team. If you made a 53-man roster on an NFL team at any time, you should not be disrespected by any layman out here. The only people that should be able to disrespect you is the guys that made the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st slot in the position that you play. That's it. Nobody else. Because the reason why I say that is because you don't know what talent that person has to meet the demand that is the NFL. So how dare you talk crazy to me? How dare you? Now, if I'm your coach and I happen to be coaching you and you want to see what it's like, then fine, go ahead and check it out. But I'll tell you a story. Last time I got disrespected by a high schooler, ironically. I was teaching high school and I was teaching PE. And this young man, he knows who he is. Shout out to him. He'll see this video. If he does see this video, shout out to him. He knows who he is. I'm not gonna call him by name, but those of y'all who at the high school saw what I did to him. And I'm gonna get into that. So this student did not like the fact that I'm controlling my class the way I'm controlling it, not letting them do what they want to do because I have an actual lesson to teach instead of just merely going through the motions and letting them just do what they want inside the gym. That's not how it goes. I have to actually teach. And this kid did not like the fact that I was just standing on business and doing what I have to do. So he started calling me all kinds of names and being disrespectful and calling me old and this, that, the other. At the time I was 40. This is 7 years ago. And it's a little maybe about 6 months ago. 7 years. It's about 6 years, 7 months. 7 years, 6 months ago. And I decided to, continue on. I tried to ignore him. But then he just got progressively more disrespectful. So I said, you know what? Cool. Here we go. Here's what we're going to do. You talking a whole bunch, my man. So here's what we're going to do. Either you put up or you shut up. So you either race me right now, and if I win, you do what I tell you to do. If I lose, I'll let you play basketball for the rest of the quarter. The rest of the semester, and do what you want to do. As long as it's within the confines of this classroom, which is the gym, I will not be against it. Deal? Deal. Proceeded to run. Then I realized he's running with everything he has, and I'm not even at top speed yet. And I'm looking like, are you serious? This is all you got? The kids will tell you, I clowned him from one end of the gym all the way down to the other end of the gym. And then when I clowned him, I let him go. He touched first. He came back. And then I proceeded to burn him. And he got upset about it, but he make no mistake about it. I turned around and I told him, but he was calling me the B word. He called me a bitch. He called me a scrub. But I turned around and I said, but you let this scrub old man beat you. Next time, humble yourself. All right? And that was the lesson. Humble yourself. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who you're dealing with. It'll be like me talking trash to Conor McGregor. Shoot, hell, Mighty Mouse. I'm not talking crazy to Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse is 5'2", 5'1", 5'2", weighs about 125 to 135 pounds, given any day. And I promise you, if I went after this guy, I'll be asleep. At any way he chooses to put me to sleep. Not just sleep, but do you want to get slumped with the hands, or do you want to get slumped with the arms and the legs? Do you want me to choke you to sleep, or do you want me to knock you out to sleep? That's pretty much what Mighty Mouse is going to ask me if I decided to fight him. All right? I am no expert combatant. I'm no slouch, but I'm no expert combatant, and I dare not challenge a UFC fighter or an aspiring UFC fighter to an actual fight. It's kind of stupid. Okay? However, what I will say is the disrespect that this young man had that's disrespectful. First of all, you're at this man's camp. It's not even the fact that you saw him I can see if he came to your high school and it's the high school he graduated from and y'all were having practice and he was just standing around watching and you said Jalen Ramsey's your dad. Nah, all right, fine. I might giggle that off. But you're at my camp learning the game that you're trying to get good at so that way you could get to the level of where I'm already playing at the highest level. How dare you? How dare you disrespect me like that? How dare you? You don't have the right to disrespect me like that. Because at the end of the day, I am where you want to go. And this actually stems into the mindset of students and children nowadays, and even their parents. Okay? Your child does not have their high school diploma yet. Your child does not have a college education yet. Why are you letting your children disrespect their teachers? We have what you want. Do you understand what my point is there? We have what you want. So why is it? Now, don't get me wrong. Teacher doesn't have the right to be disrespectful to you unnecessarily. However, your child is coming to school and being disrespectful off rip. You correct their behavior. You appropriately correct their behavior, and they still want to talk crazy. So you want to know what? Cool. accept these consequences, whatever they are. You might get yelled at. You might get chewed out back. Not to the level of vulgarity that your child chooses to use, but you might get clowned and put in their place. So I think it all stems from the same thing. This is a lack of respect. It's the mindset of when you see a master at the craft at which is what you're trying to achieve, humble yourself and learn something. Shut your mouth and learn something. I have no qualms, I have no issues with a child that wants to, how should I put it? I have no problems with a child that is hyping himself up for the challenge of challenging you. There's a big difference between saying things and then being that disrespectful at my camp. Michael Jordan did it to OJ Mayo years ago. And it was a lesson. So let me explain to y'all, it's a lesson all the way around. So let's hear what Shannon Sharp has to say about it. Because like I said, I don't want to get flagged.
Talking like that, I want to see your film.
He ain't got no film.
Exactly.
So why are you talking like?
I would engage in that. I mean, that's
I would.
the era we're in. That's today's society. The kids we are today, they watch film, they see games in NFL. When you don't have a good game, they remember it.
Nope.
They remember it. Now,
Is this where we are now, Ocho?
oh yeah.
That kids openly and blatantly disrespectful to adults. Is that where we are in society?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's where we are. I'm just being honest. That's the way it is. That's the way it is, huh? I'm just being honest. And I enjoy that. I like the banter back and forth with kids. But I sit there for hours. I don't care.
That's the problem, Ocho. Mm-hmm. You're not a child. A child's supposed to be in a child's place.
Amen.
Why are you lowering yourself to their level?
Yeah, because
that's when they feel they can talk to you like that.
Right.
That's what I was trying to tell Cam. I said, Cam, you're an adult. Why would you ever put yourself on the level of a child?
Yeah. It's kind of different. It's just more of a trash talking thing. You know, not
that's a child, Ocho.
I agree with both of them on that one because there's a difference between respectful jokes back and forth. Now, I have students that joke with me. They talk, they're very, they're not disrespectful in the sense that they're holding me in low regard and low respect directly. They know that, you know, they're coming for me, you know, they'll talk about my height, I'm short, they're tall, whatever. You know, that's fine. I've been hearing it all my life, so it's nothing new. However, that level of disrespect, I'm okay with. I don't care. We're playing. We're talking crazy. Now, if you hear me say, okay, now that's enough, and you continue, I'm going to turn around and say, okay, now you need to stop. I'm not going to get your child in trouble because they didn't stop, because sometimes they just don't know when to stop. They don't know how to let off the gas, right? But I'm just going to give your child a look, and I'm going to let them know, hey, we're done. Knock it off, right? But at the same time, as an adult, if you are staying in an adult position, you do not have the right to disrespect me like that. I didn't give you permission to. Until you have developed a relationship with me to where I can joke with you like that, don't. You're meeting me for the first time. I'm DK Metcalf. I'm not readily available to you like I am with my students. My students, I'm readily available to them, and even they know there are lines that we don't cross. Not just me, we don't cross. Please don't cross them. Don't be disrespectful, because it's not going to end well for anybody. I'm going to write you up, send you to the dean. You're going to get dealt with. However, even if I engaged, I'll turn around and say, hey, I engaged with them. I was playing around with them, but however, verbally playing with them. But however, here's the deal. Once it has been known clearly that I am no longer wanting to have this banter back and forth, you need to stop. And that's it. Stop. Adult told you to stop. Hell, if a kid told me to stop, I'm going to stop. It's just that simple. I'm not going to keep going because I'm stronger, and I'm not going to say, I was going to say bigger, but I'm not. I'm stronger, I'm more powerful than you are, so therefore I get the right to do this. No, I'm going to demonstrate how to conduct yourself. That's part of my job, truth be told. But I'm going to conduct myself in a way where you can interact with me, but then I'm going to teach you how to treat other people when you find yourself in these types of situations. All right. But you're dropping yourself to the level of a child is not necessary. So if I am using my authority at the time, so for instance, if there's a bunch of kids that are being disrespectful to another teacher and I hear it and I address it, then when I address it, there's no jokes. There's no playing around. I'm not playing with you. And I'm not going to go back and forth with you. You got 10 seconds to comply with what I asked you to do, or you're getting written up and possibly sent home. So that's how it rolls with me. I don't know how it rolls with you, but this is where Unk is, and I'm all for it. Like I said, I'm both of them right now.
Yeah, that ain't Jalen. If you're going back and forth with an adult, somebody that's on your level.
Yeah, see, you see it from a different lens than I do. But I understand what you mean. The whole grown-up thing, and you a child, and I don't see it like that. Listen, you talk shit to me, I'm talking shit back. I don't care if you was a baby. You could be 2 years old. You say something, you finna get it back. It's just the way I'm raised and the way we're raised down here. You got trash talking starting from 4 years old, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old. Boy, listen, Pop wanna hear?
You know what I'm gonna say?
You about talking trash? Oh,
I said, if I'm DK, I said I'm gonna check back with you in 10 years.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. See, you trying to hit him with
facts. If you ain't in the league while I'm getting my gold jersey, you failed. Why are you talking to me? Stop talking to me. You're not on my level. I've been challenged a lot of times. Even in my current injured state, I'm stronger than most. It's not easy. I'm not easy. Check the resume. Go check the tapes. You'll see yourself. I'm not lying. I don't fake the funk. I don't have no reason to hide or lie. I'm real with this. I train hard and I train others hard. But the one thing you're not going to do is disrespect me in my field of expertise. Personal training, powerlifting, physical education. You're not going to disrespect me. I don't let adults disrespect me. What makes you think I'm going to let a child do it? But again, DK Metcalf was being gracious with utilizing his time to give back to his community and teach kids the game of football, and you antagonize him. You didn't say, I'm your daddy. You didn't say, I'll beat you. You didn't say, I'm faster than you, DK. You didn't say, I'll smoke you, DK. Then, all right, get on the line. Let's go. Now we're going to talk. That's different. Get on the line, DK. You said another player is my dad? Are we serious right now? Are you kidding me? You really going to talk crazy to me like that? Nah, we ain't with it.
Hurt. He probably ain't gonna make it.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
He probably ain't gonna make it.
So why are you talking to trash to somebody that made it?
Uh-huh. Exactly.
You know they don't know no better.
I mean, hold on. In order for you to, somebody's your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I need to. So I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check. I said I'll be back. I'll be back in 5 to 10. I'm gonna check.
Yeah. Look friendly.
But I don't engage. I don't do that. I've never done that.
You different. You different. You don't play that shit though. You different.
Nah.
This is my family. My heritage takes.
I'm big on respect. That's the way my grandparents raised me. Mm-hmm. I don't care if it was a family member or not.
Right.
As a child, we were taught to stay in our place.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there's levels to that. Yes, I was raised the same way as Shannon Sharp, and I don't disagree with him. However, Here's the deal. Children want to relate to you more and more now. Because we are so sanitized in our dealing with children, they want to feel something. They want to connect to you. So they're going to start talking to you. Now, like I said, it could be one of my nephews. It could be my nephew. It could be a couple of my cousins. I call them my nephews. They're real young. They're younger than me by a lot. Old enough to be my kids. Right? But that's not the point. The point is that talking crazy in a lighthearted way. So like if we were playing 2K and they want to talk crazy to me, fine, talk crazy. We playing a video game. We hooping, talk crazy. Let's see what you got. You want to talk crazy playing football? Let's go. Let's see what you got. You want to talk crazy with these weights? I would advise you not to. But let's go. Let's see how it is. But then when you realize that it's real, now what you going to do? You going to keep your mouth shut? It's kind of like Kevin Garnett with Michael Jordan. OJ Mayo and Michael Jordan. There's a lot with Michael Jordan. I haven't heard any LeBron stories. Nobody really talked crazy to Kobe. Except for the big wigs. So I really can't go there. But I'm with it on one level, but I'm not with it on another. If you're going to get disrespectful with me, don't talk to me. But if you're talking trash in the sense of hyping yourself up for the state and level of competition, I might be for that.
Maybe that's a Southern thing, and maybe that's outdated.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never going to be outdated for me. I raise my kids to be respectful. Don't be disrespectful. And I'm not talking about just your mom or your grandparents.
Right.
Nope.
Just walk away. Somebody says something to you, I tell my kids, just walk away. Just walk away. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be sassy and talking back. I don't like that. I mean, and like I said, like Cam, when that first video happened, when the dude was talking about Cam and he was talking about Cam, you were free and said something. I called his dad Cecil. I'm done. I'm going to give my time. I give my time.
Right. And
I'm taking away from my family to give back.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yeah. What?
You right.
Oh, you a free agent. But Cam was the number 1 overall pick. The man has made millions.
Mm-hmm.
You hope, you pray to one day have a third of the career that Cam has had.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Yeah.
Let alone be the first overall pick, be a Heisman Trophy winner.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a case that he's one of the 10 greatest college players to ever play based on what he did with what he had to do it with. Man, these kids, man, they drive me crazy. I hate this.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, Chad, maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm just old school. Maybe and I get it.
Yeah.
But that's why, like I said, I just think kids now, and parents don't check kids. They think that ish is cute. They think that's my baby. And man, stop that. Where they gonna go though? What what that's gonna lead to? Normally disrespectful kids end up where, Ocho?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Behind them walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it out here, boy. You wouldn't like it out here because that is how we are bred from birth. We talking.
Okay. At this point, I think I'm going to just land this plane because at this point, I think I've beat the horse dead already. Your mindset is the reason why you're being disrespectful to an NFL athlete. Because you think in your mind that you have the right to do so. You have not earned jack. You have not put yourself in a position to actually talk trash to anyone that you think is not on your level. Like I said, just from the standpoint of I have a college education and you don't, child, shut up. Second of all, the level of accomplishments I've had in athletics, you might want to be quiet. the level of fitness that I've achieved in my life, you might want to be quiet. So, here's the deal. Do me a favor and click the like button, click the subscribe button. Also, just do me a favor and send me something in the comments. Welcome me back. Welcome me back to the space, because I am officially back. I will see you again on Saturday. Have a nice day. Be the best you. Class of Stoutt.